Good morning, everyone. Hey, Cisco, what's going on? How you doing? What's up? I am listening. How are you? Good morning, good afternoon if you're in the UK and in Europe. Hey, Alexander, what's going on? Good morning to the folks joining us on YouTube. Welcome. Happy Friday. Hey, Lonigan, Tebow. Hey, Moran, forget about it. Maimona, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here with us at the Trading Syndicate. I am JJ, and it is finally Friday, the last trading day of the month as we coast, hopefully, into the long weekend. Hey, Troy, what's going on? How are you doing? Hanging in there? Good. It's a good start. It's a good start. We just want to get through today, have a nice, beautiful weekend. Enjoy the last weekend of summer so we can start all the craziness again on Tuesday, right? Yeah, that's what I I took longs. I didn't trade all I do the London session and I think I did one little scalp just to see if I was awake. And then I didn't trade at all until I posted those trades in the room. And you know, I just was taking longs off the 93, 94, just up to 95 and a quarter with a couple of contracts in and out, in and out, in and out. I did that trade twice and then I stopped. I missed this big move up, but that's okay. Now we've got some sideways distribution. Overnight inventory is short. There's the close. I'd say inventory is about 90% short, as I'd say 90% of the time and volume traded is underneath yesterday's close. We've already had a move up to correct inventory, and we have found sellers at 6,500. Right? Inventory was here. We trapped a bunch of people long. I get a lot of questions from people. They're like, JJ, what does trapped long mean? It seems like, unfortunately, people get confused. Here's what trapped long means. You bought something at 65.18. It's now trading at 64.98. So either you did one of two things. You either sold it or you're still holding on to it. If you're holding on to it, guess what? You trapped long. It's really simple. A trap trader is a trader who's in a position and the market's not. Get it? It's real simple. So when you get trapped longs above, what do? They sell. Now, not all of them sell at the same time, so it takes a while for that market to liquidate. Then that point of control moves down, tells us that we have good absorption, right? So once we absorb that inventory like a paper towel, right, we take it and we go sell it. Because what are you going to do if you buy all this crap here? What are you going to do? You got to take it and sell it for a profit, right? Hey, Dan, what's going on? Right? Trapped long in exotic Swindon. Yes. Swindon is I won't forget my time in Swindon. I spent a weekend in Swindon, which felt like 6 months. Hey, Lear, what's going on? How you doing? uh, but I have still yet to make it to Grimsby. Not sure that I need to go there, but we'll see. So that's what we're doing right now, folks. We are taking the inventory that we bought under 64.97 and we are selling it at 6,500. Right? What are the predictions for today? Did your motorbike test in Swindon? That's hilarious. I'm looking for back and forth trading in yesterday's profile. Right? Yesterday was month end, so we had a nice markup. Everybody looks smart. Now we kind of let the market just drop and let the speculators screw around. Let's see what comes in the door customer-wise when we open. I don't think it's going to be too busy. I could be wrong. But there's our point of control. Yesterday was month end. Today is market maker month end, my friend. Yep. I don't think so. I mean, it could if, hey, listen. You know, people are always wondering about a crazy markup on the last day of the month. And it's possible. But you need the order flow to do it. Right? So I don't know if we have the order flow just yet. We're just getting going this morning, Miami. So just trade the levels. Don't get too offside, you know? You don't want the last thing you want to do is go into a long weekend on a negative note. You know what I mean? The last thing, because then you got to stew for 3 days. Yeah. Where are you going? Up to Whistler? Go enjoy. All right. Go enjoy that. I hear BC's had nice weather this, you know. Go enjoy that nice weather. Have a good time. Last weekend of summer, you know. I cannot wait to get outside. Did a couple of trades this morning. I am done. I'll scalp with you guys just so you don't get lonely, and then I'm gone. Oh, so for the folks in the coaching class, there will be no price action lab today. The one on Tuesday, you guys really didn't feel like talking or chatting, so if you guys need anything, you can DM me personally, but no price action lab today. Let you guys get on with your weekend. Enjoy it. I'll start up again on Tuesday. Hey, AO, what's going on? that's good. It's nice that you had sun in Vancouver. Yeah, exactly. You know, you got to enjoy the last weekend of summer. Because everything next week, after next week, everything gets all serious. And we don't have any time off until November, right? So, want to enjoy ourselves. Otherwise, it's no fun working. Trust me, I didn't take a vacation for 25 years. I did not benefit from that. Yeah, right now it's basically we've got sellers up at 65.02, right? Little distribution. No trades yet. Point of control moved up. See how we're distributing? We bought it all here. Now we moved up and sold it all there. That's all we do, folks. You know, that's what rotations are about. Mm-hmm. Exactly, Dave. How you doing, brother? Are you ready for the weekend? All quiet on the Western Front. Exactly, eh? Exactly. Not much going on here. It's going to be a bit of a larger opening range. I'd be looking at 65.04. Where's VWAP? Let's just double check where VWAP is. A poor low is a market profile term. Market profile is this chart that you see on the right-hand side, okay? And a poor low means, see if I can find you one here. Here you go. Do you see these letters, right? This is a poor low. A poor low is when you have one letter by itself or a double bottom. As soon as you have two or more letters to the downside, they call that proper low. What does it really mean? A poor low is just an indication that there's competitive buying here. Competitive buying occurs because short sellers who are trapped are bid to cover. So what that means is when you see a poor low, there's a bunch of unfilled buy orders here. Now, why are they unfilled? Because the people who are selling see that there are a bunch of buyers here. They come down here, stop, turn around on a dime, and move price back up. How do you trade a poor low? You buy above it, you put your stop there, and then you sell into strength as the market goes up. So that's the practical aspect of a poor low. If you have a poor high, It's the same thing on the upside. See, when was the last time we had a poor high? There, here. Well, that was a 2-tick high. It's hard to see sometimes. I can't remember the last time we had a poor high. We always have poor highs in Globex. There. So usually a poor high is 1 tick of excess. So what do? How do you trade a poor high? That's competitive selling, right? So when you see competitive selling, you short, you put your stop here, and then you cover as the market goes lower, right? So that's market profile. Market profile is just a fancy half-hour candle chart that allows you to look inside the candles, right? And do a deep dive inside the candles. Now, market profile is a great thing, but you don't have to have it, okay? There are some things that help, right? Poor low, poor high, single prints, and where your inventory is priced. So you can easily see the cost basis, right? So the cost basis is the blue. The day is a distribution. 70% of that is in blue. So where 70% of the volume was distributed, then you can see, oh, we took, like the market went up, then it liquidated, right? So we took this, and then we sold it up here. And that brought in buying, so we sold it up here. And now we've put it on sale tonight, and let's see if we can get it back and close it up here. Right? That's all we're doing is we're moving inventory around, back and forth, like a big used car lot. Right? The chart is just a sales chart. It tells us how the accumulation is going of the inventory and how the distribution of the inventory is going. This allows us to make intelligent decisions when it comes to putting your capital at risk. It tells us when to do business. Old movies? I don't know. I'll think some up. I'll think some up. Yeah, has the president been quiet? That's okay. You know, I'd like this. This is the last trading day of the month. Let's just kind of sail into the weekend, you know? You know how they have, in Canada, they used to have this place, this company called London Life that would sell insurance and retirement products to people. They always had this commercial of this like well-dressed couple on a sailboat, just sailing. You know, the sun's shining, and it's like shimmering off the water, and they're laughing. We just want to sail into this long weekend. It is, Alexander. Yeah, once you know how the market works, it really helps you reduce all the psychology you need, right? Now the Orcas are attacking their boat. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I guess, yeah, it's time to make friends with the orcas. Maybe bribe them with some fish or something. I don't know. Right? Yeah, we just want to glide into the weekend. We got a seller at 2. Right? Remember, my friends, if you are short and this thing gets over, I'd say, if it gets over 65.04, right, and takes out 65.08, be careful because the inventory is underneath us. And there might not be that many people around to sell because everyone has gone to the Hamptons, right? Where's my Cape Cod guy? Where are you, Kevin? Alexander, you might want to try this. Where is it here? You can delete all data and re-download. Maybe that'll help. You see, Kevin's already on his way to Cape Cod, right? He's one of those rich people who's on the sailboat, right? Have fun. Say hi to the killer whales. Be safe out there. Yeah, you might try re-downloading your data. That might help. Hmm. Do I miss? Do I miss what? Being on a sailboat, being attacked by killer whales? Sorry, or do I miss? I've never been to the Hamptons, but I do miss sailing. Life in the U.S. I do. I listen. I grew up in Canada. I grew up in Saskatchewan. We had rich relatives who lived in Silicon Valley in the 70s. And every time we visited them, I'd go to my parents, you know, you guys got to up your game. How come we don't live here? You know, why don't we have a beach house, Mom? And of course, you get whacked across the side of the head. I do love the U.S. I went to school in Hawaii for a while, spent a lot of time in California, spent a lot of time in New York. But I do love Liverpool. The UK has been very, very hospitable to me while I've been visiting. Yeah, exactly. Here's your beach house. Whack. Now go wash the dishes. Competitive buying. See, you're almost there, Aaron. Replace or with and. Competitive buying and supply shutting off. Because as a seller, when you see a whole bunch of buyers, what do? You want to jerk them around a little bit, right? You want to raise price, see if they follow you like sheep. So the low volume means I don't sell you very much there. Hey, listen, man, if I know you're short my stock at $3 and now it's trading at 4, and you come to buy 100,000 shares, I'll sell you 500 shares and then I'll move up. Now, I miss doing that. I miss running short squeezes. Right? I miss orchestrating short squeezes. Running a corner or working a corner has got to be one of my favorite kind of deals when you get to work a corner. There's nothing better than trapping a bunch of people short. It's even better when you induce people to short and then you yank the supply. Like you loan out a bunch of stock, let people get short, and then you recall the stock loans. Woohoo! That's always fun. Right? But you got it there, Aaron. Just replace or with and you're right there. Competitive buying because supply shuts off. And there's low volume because the sellers don't sell a lot down there. They just give you a little taste. Right? Here, just have a little taste. You want more? You got to pay up. Now do you understand? Oh, there's nothing better. In the old days, we used to trade on the phone. There's nothing better than buying someone in who's short $10, $15 lower and buying him in on size. Right? 100,000, 250,000, 500,000 shares. They're offside $10 on 500,000 shares. Oh, the screams of the agony that you hear. Oh, I miss those screams. Short squeezes are fun. Of course, they always fall apart because one of the insiders will get greedy and puke, right? You know. But boy, while it's going, when you're squeezing a stock from like $3 to 25, 30, 50, that is the best feeling in the world. Because you got the stock on a string. You know, you move it left, you move it right, you move it up, you move it down. It's glorious. That's why this market is fascinating, because this market, right, has been undergoing multiple short squeezes since COVID, back and forth and back and forth. Every liquidation is instantly bought up, and the market rips higher. I've done an analysis and done a video and posted it, so if you guys are interested in learning how you create markets and structure them, just like every stock trades differently because the way it's structured and who owns it. I got about 250 pages of my book done, Miami, and that's what I'm going to do this weekend. I've decided I am going to try and finish it. The title is Proper Villains, and I've got about 250 pages written. It's a bit of a mess. I'm going to need somebody who knows how to write to actually help edit it. Here we go, and we're off. Da-da-da. All right, back and forth over VWAP. Remember, folks, take it nice and easy today. Don't blow all your cash before the weekend. All right. Wait for your setup. Don't screw around the middle, and don't be a dick for a tick. Right? If the market's like within a tick or two of your target, make sure you get paid. Right? Remember the song in the 80s? Is it Johnny Gill? Just got paid. It's Friday night. That should be your theme song. Right? If we get caught under 98, look for 94, okay? The theme from Dallas, a classic. Not Johnny Gill, Johnny Kemp. 1987. Oh, that was a good year. Okay. We're just getting the engine started here, folks. And the yes, it's a little. We've got some carbon on the valve, so we just got to blow off, shake off the cobwebs here, and see who comes into the store. Market just opened. The engine's kind of getting warmed up. Let's go test 99 again, and if 99 holds, look for a quick rotation up. Hey, Doc, what's going on? You ready for the weekend? It's a little foot traffic's a little slow in Walmart this morning, folks. There's not a lot of people coming in the door. Not just yet. Let's see. Chop, chop, chop. You'll hear a lot of people call this chop indecision. I just call it lack of business. We're right in the middle of this ugly blue colored zone. The way it's trading is making me short biased. But if we get back up over 6,500, my bias is wrong. So let's see. Hey Jeff, how you doing? Oh, ZZ Top. That's what I'm gonna listen to after I get off YouTube. I gotta put on some ZZ Top. Uh, just that round number thing, you know? Once we clean out the inventory underneath a round number, Omen, we generally go above it to go sell it. Here we go. Come on. Come on down to 94. Right? Come on. Come down to 94. We won't bite. See, it's shy. It doesn't want to come down past 96. It's an inventory thing, Omen. Nice round numbers are nice to work off of, right? Because what you do is you buy a position under the number and sell the position above the number. And it's a number that everybody looks at, right? It's like the popular club. You ever seen Night at the Roxbury? It's like the Roxbury. It's the popular club where all the cool cats are there and they're all waiting to execute. So you get a good reaction. Here we go. We're dripping down to 95. Oh, come on. This is like maple syrup flowing down a tree outside Quebec City in wintertime. Slowly dripping down. That's about as Canadian as I could get, right? And I should have thrown in a tabernacle, right? There, now you got the whole French Canadian experience. Oh boy. I thought it would be kind of slow, but it really is slow. So we're just creeping, creeping. There we go. Come on, ES. Come on down to 94. We're not going to bite. I'd like a look below and fail of 94. That would be a nice little scalp, right? Or if we get trapped under 94, you can just short it down, use the levels. There's 94. So if you're buying 95, you might be a little early. I'm usually early. See, and when I'm not early, I miss the trade, right? You always get punished one way or another. So if you're long above 94 on the look below and fail, right? There's going to be a seller here at 97 and a half. So that'll be your first target. Your risk is really 94 on this trade. It's okay, Omen. Keep practicing. Guess what, Omen? When we start trading, we are all too slow for this. Nobody pops out of the womb and executes. You know, it's like learning how to play the violin. At first, it's going to sound like you're torturing a small animal, right? You're not going to be able to just pick up a violin and play the Sibelius violin concerto, right? It's not going to happen. Trading is a physical skill. Just stick with it. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. You'll get there. Put in the trades, put in the practice, learn how to manipulate and work your software, right? Just take it easy, man. Too many people put so much pressure on themselves, not realizing that this is a skill that you need to develop, right? You'll get there. Yeah. I bought 95 and I scratched it. No sense holding on to a trade that's not winning. Hey, nice work, Howard. Well done. Beautiful. Now let's see. Can we accept over 94? Yeah. I'll wait till the next candle and see if it stays over 94. But you know there are going to be sellers at the top of every one of these candles. So govern yourselves accordingly. See how it's not over 94, right? So I used to always get suckered into buying it too early and then getting stopped out. And then the market kind of does a dive and then comes back and the trade works a little later, right? There's a seller at 94 right now. 94 and 3/4, there's a seller. Let's see if we can creep by that seller. Nope, not yet. There we go. A little bit above 94, 95. Right? Remember to sell into strength, ladies and gentlemen. Right? Pay yourself, pay yourself, pay yourself. If you are offered at 96 and a quarter and you do not get taken, it tells you that someone is selling in front of you, right? Thank you, Dan. Chicago PMI, right? Sell into strength, folks. Do not wait for an invitation to sell. Somebody else will take your customer. Right? Exactly. Don't let anyone else steal your customer. If you were on a trading floor and you saw bids come in and a bunch of people were rushing, you'd punch the guy next to you in the throat to get, so he couldn't say anything so you could grab the client. That's logical now. Mamona. What we got to do, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. So now, that's a great theory. Do we have the order flow to support it? Right? We'll see. Still early in the day, right? Still early in the day. We still, the inventory right now is above us, right? 96, 99. Everyone's trapped long above because we spent, 2.5 hours up there, right? So maybe we need to go kick this thing and flush it down and test that overnight low. That would be cool, right? Go test out that overnight low and see if we can take any of these lower stops. Maybe even test the previous day's low because it was a month-end situation, right? Sometimes you want to shake the tree and get all that loose fruit, right? Get it all to fall on the ground so you just go pick it up, right? So if you're a buyer, you're not in any sort of hurry, right? You want the sellers to come to you. Now, the only time that you're forced to buy it higher is if you're short and there's no supply, right? Chopping back and forth over 94. Do you see we've got a little rotation going? There we go. Some good liquidation. Good, 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 good. Come on down. Come on down to 89. This market liquidates very slowly, and even when we do have a sell-off, it's very orderly because there is a lot of short bid underneath, right? It takes a while. There we go. Right. If you're long 89.90, remember there's going to be some selling at 91.5, 92. Let's see, a look below and fail of 84 would be nice. Oh, geez, that's not even. Sorry, I should have had 8 of these. My bad. Because that's 4 times, right? So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Take out that overnight low of your short. Your next target is 87 and then down at 83. There's 86. What's our low? 85 half. I'm looking for 85, 84. Come on down. There's that long. Yeah. 85 held. Long 86 and a quarter. Sell them at 87 and three quarters. Have it half. Flat. Just scalping micros. If you're looking for a longer term trade, wait till we get back and reclaim the overnight high. You're really going on about Nvidia a lot, man. Hope you're trading it. No, yesterday's close is for me 5 o'clock, not 6. I mean, not 4. It's not uncommon after month end for a market to go test the previous day's low. $58? Well, crap, anything could happen. If we have the order flow to do it, I mean, if you have a thesis, I mean, I wouldn't take a trade based on it, but I want to see how we react down at yesterday's low at 80 and three quarters, and that'll tell me more. But 85 to, what did you say, 58? That's not a very big drop in this market. Given that the ranges of this market are huge, it's not crazy. That's the low of 2 days ago. If trading was still T plus 2, T plus 3, it's much more plausible. You got a little short covering before yesterday's low, folks. If you are long, you're looking for an exit somewhere at 87, 88. Maybe I'm being generous, 87. Hey, what's going on, Frass? How you doing, brother? I'm very happy that you are happy. That is a good thing. Hey, we hit 87. If we squeak past 87, look at the overnight low for the next sell. Yeah, exactly. Just keep moving those debits around, eh, OJ? Fed Cook's injunction hearing. Ooh, that sounds really serious. Okay, good absorption at 86 and a half. I don't think it would be fair if we didn't go test that previous day low again. What's going on, Frass? How you doing? Hey, somebody asked Steve if we're doing happy hour today. Is Ray around? I'm ready for happy hour already. Let's see if we get that seller. Do you think I'm safe on NASDAQ long? I have no idea, brother. I haven't even looked at NASDAQ in 3 days, my friend. I wouldn't be able to tell you that and give you a good answer. I'm sorry. Let me know when you have time. You and I will talk, okay? Get on the phone and have a chat. Yeah, I don't even have a chart going right now. So, what's my opinion? My opinion is I don't know. I haven't looked at the NASDAQ in at least 3 or 4 days. Are you listening? Is he actually listening to the stream? Hey, Frost, let me know if you're listening to the stream because I'm not typing in YouTube. No, I just focus on one market, brother. That's the only way I can make money is through focus and concentration. Yeah, let me know. We'll have a chat. See if I can help out. I know, you're 24/7. Oh, it's the way I used to be too. We're kind of doing exploration drilling for the bid right now, Omen. So you wait for the mud logs to come back. If any of you have drilled for oil, you know what I'm talking about. We still haven't hit pay dirt yet. You know, I would love it if we actually took out yesterday's low and came back up over it. I hate it when a market stops short, right? There it is. See, it stopped short one tick. One lousy, measly tick. Exactly, Juice. Now, I'm just joking. There's a lot of people who can trade multiple markets well, but I haven't met very many. Actually, I haven't met very many retail traders who trade multiple markets well. Size prop traders and stuff, sure, but not retail people. Just a few, maybe. I'm a big believer in doing one thing properly, not three things badly. Just makes life a lot easier. Now we got a seller at 64.81. We'll be looking for that 64.74 drop. Right. I always like to let size traders work out a previous day low. There's no need for me to reach for my checkbook here or my bank account ATM card, right? No reason. There we go. More liquidation. Short saw some size at 79 and dropped their bids. Right, if you're short down here, if it reclaims yesterday's low, then be on notice, right? Be warned. As long as we stay underneath yesterday's low, means we'll get some follow through selling. A little bit of seller at yesterday's low. Do you notice that the short covering is not nearly as aggressive as has been up until yesterday? This is wholesale business right here. These are the market makers who are short from yesterday and the overnight. And they're getting to come back in and balance their books. Yeah, maybe. That's a good idea, Roman. I'm all for that. Right? I am all for that. See you, Pill. Have a good weekend. Enjoy your Labor Day weekend, my friend. So, starting the next period soon here. There we go. A little frisky. A little news. Change of period. $64.72 is a level that I'm going to mark off. Just because I see some interesting structure there on the old TPO chart. Here, let me go show you what I see. See the excess? Right, the top of the value area of that day. If I draw that line and bring it straight across, it's a little high, but you can see what I'm saying. So let's see. So you didn't take out that 74 stop. That's why I'm looking at this. Now, honestly, I've got a 15-minute chart here too that if I was trading this looking to go long, I'd feel much better going long over 85. At least up to the overnight low. Really want the larger traders to work this stuff out. Oh. It's good. It's healthy liquidation. They could have used it yesterday. Hey, I'm all for 64.57. Bring it on. Right? Let's let some of those shorts who had to pay up for month end let them cover. Right? Why not? Oh my goodness. Excuse me, folks. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. Swear to God, I've got this seagull who flies by my window every morning at 4 a.m. and wakes me up. Must be one of my Swiss banker clients reincarnated, screaming at me at 4 o'clock in the morning. All right, coming down to 74. I really don't want to draw 16 zones underneath this. Creepy. That's funny, Brad. That's funny. What, you find Swiss bankers creepy? Well, that's a pretty honest assessment. Most Swiss bankers are kind of creepy. Watching 72 for curiosity. Is Powell speaking today? I have no clue, my friend. I have no clue. Where's Miami? Who is saying that the market could get marked up? Right? It may later on, but for right now, everybody's got to remember that month end was yesterday. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you have to put another 8 under. It's 16. Let's see how far it goes. Now, when you get to 16 times balance, you can always wait till it goes sideways and redraw your balance zones if you like. Okay? That is an option. Because when you go, from 16 to 32, it starts becoming a pain in the butt. So if you want to wait until the liquidation's over and the market starts balancing again, you can just do that and redraw your balance zones. Went right through 72 like it was nothing. So we're looking at the stops at 59. There you go. Right? AO, you got all the way down to 65 quarter. Sizzler. I haven't been to Sizzler in a while. And there's a little cost basis at 65.56 in that area there. As we drop into those 50s, let's see, here we go. Don't stand in front of this. It's good. Healthy liquidation. Really nice. It's good to see. This is the short everybody was waiting for. Yeah. Right. This is just all the speculators just getting all stopped out. Right. They accomplished their agenda. They marked up the market. What? Put in a new high. Right. Now remember, September, October, November, all these people, they have to reset their cost basis, right? You know, let it sell off, find a bottom, and start picking away at it again. Let's see if 62. I've got a level at 64.62 on a 15-minute chart. And last time we did a nice look below and fail of 62. Let's see if we can get down and take it out. Once again, there's 62. Right. Long 62, out 64 and a half. Sorry. Long 62 and a half, out 64 and a quarter. Just scalping micros. Just a quick little scalp off a level I've been watching. The risk wasn't that bad, and it was just micros. Right. Take it again, 63 half, out at 65 quarter. Just scalping. So that's the nice thing about those levels, right? The original balance zone for that 15-minute chart, my friend, is... where is it? 64.47 and 3/4 to 50. Let me send you that. There you go. I got bored a couple of days ago, and I thought I'd run a 15-minute chart because I never use them. So, there's people who are using them, so I thought I'd do some levels up, make myself useful, 64 held nicely. Little look below and fail. 62. 62 worked nicely. 64, 62. That was the level we had. What was our low? 61 and 3/4. So not bad. Now, it might get tested again, and we might go take out that 59 stop. Let's see. But I'm done trading that level for now. No problem. No problem, Jeff. Oh. Anybody doing anything fun this weekend? No? Let's see if we hold that B low. We could get some more liquidation. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Well, that's cool. Going to the lake. Get out on the boat. I miss doing that. 4K PC gaming? Maybe go get out in the sun, Ayo. That's good though. Go get some sun. You're in London, right? What part of London are you in? Whereabouts are you? Riding your Harley to the Gold Coast? Now that sounds like fun. You're in North London? Okay. Yeah, I lived in London for a year. Okay, let's go test that low again and see if we can knock out the 59s. Well, you should go get into some trouble, Ayo. That's what makes life fun. Have I ever been to Leeds? Yes, I have been to Leeds. My girlfriend works all over the place, so I've been to Wales, Leeds, down south. Here we go, creeping 66. I'm surprised that B low is holding it. 61 and 3/4. I'm really surprised. Those 15-minute levels really work nicely. Cool. Raj, are you in North London? You never remember. All right, let's see if we could take out 69. And I'm just using, when I'm calling out these levels, I'm just using this little candle chart next to us here. Make it a little bigger, right? So let's see. If we have the position here, we'll go and try and sell it up here. I don't know if the low's in just yet. I wouldn't put money on it. Go give it another love tap and see what it does here. There we go. Now, if we get a seller at 62, we'll go lower. Watch 64, 62. See, markets are simple. I mean, trading's not easy, but it's simple, right? So if it accepts over 62, you go long and you put your stop underneath, right? And make sure you sell into strength. Like I'm long 63 and I'm selling 65, right? I got one left out at 65 and a quarter. That's what you do when you scalp. You just draw a level that you're expecting a reaction at. If the market goes underneath it and comes back up, It's a look below and fail of that level. That means nobody needs to sell under 62, so they're going to raise the price. You go for the little ride with them, right? And that's what we do at the Trading Syndicate, folks. If you're thinking about joining, come by this weekend, right? Um, and I'll be around. I'm working this weekend, so if you have questions or anything, just ask. I know otherwise, just go have fun. But we teach people how to use practical information to make money. You could use that look below and fail on all time frames. It is a trade that is old as man himself. Ever since the first caveman started getting low on inventory of rocks, price of rocks went up. You'd maybe have to give him 2 goats instead of 1. The look below and fail is based on the oldest business principle alive. When supply runs out, price goes up. Works on every time frame. Yeah, I'll show you on a weekly. Right? Where was it? That was when your president had this Judgment Day, Terminator 2 thing, when he decided to knock the market down, right? We did a look below and fail of 48.78, right? We just, boom. I don't even know if we looked below or if we failed to, but that level worked like a dam for anyone who got long, right? Worked like a charm, right? Because the cost basis is here. So the market went from distribution back to cost basis, stopped selling, and woo, right? You could catch much bigger moves. If you have the capital and the skill, Buck One, right? DM me anytime, man. I'll help you with that. You can build a position. We have guys who build positions with hundreds of contracts and sell into strength. Right. Anyway, now we're going to go up to 71.5. That's where your next seller is going to be. Basically, your sellers are going to be at the tops of these candles. Boom, boom. That's where the seller initiated. That pushed the market down. Now, if we get true rotation on a 15-minute scale, we'll rotate from 64.62, probably up to 73 or maybe close to the 70s, stop, go sideways, and then make a push up to 85 a little bit later. Rotation is a beautiful thing, right? So, Bakwan, let me show you on a 15-minute here. Right, so we just did a look below and fail of 64.62. That's a nice trade. So even if you went and bought 64 against 62, sell some at 67, sell some at 71, just use the levels, right? I told you there's going to be sellers here. You sell before they do, right? Simple trading. The execution is not easy. You got to practice it. But that's like anything else in life, right? And that's what we do at the Trading Syndicate. We teach you how to use simple common sense to make good business decisions, to manage risk, and effectively run your small business. You know, that's what we're all about. Where's Howard? Howard, we had good absorption down here, right? That point of control moved down, you know? You could even see the position on a 1 minute candle chart, can't you, folks? This is the position. We've been selling it here, and then when we put it on sale, we bring it right back to the position, right? Do you guys see that? Is this helpful for you guys? I know it's hard to visualize this stuff, but here's your position, right? And then you sell it up here, and then when you put it on sale, you bring it back down, right? Very simple. Zip, zip, and then if you have serious liquidation, you have to break 61. But if you just stop selling, then you can just rotate this thing right back up, right? Oman, I'm going to give you some math. 5 or 10 points. Take 2,000 contracts, right? So each point on an ES is $50. Now multiply that by 5. Now multiply that by 2,000 contracts. Then you'll see the scale. Get it? Does that make sense? There you go. You don't need a lot of points when you're moving size, right? That's why you guys can make 500 to 1,000 a day by trading 3 to 5 point trades. CBOC one, what it is you just joined the room, and that's cool, right? You just need to give it some more time. How about this? I'll DM you and I'll work with you on that, right? It's practice. You just don't know how to see it yet because you've been looking at DOMs and whips and chains and dungeons and all that crap and dragons, right? So a simple 1 minute chart seems confusing, right? That's why a lot of people have trouble understanding these concepts because they're so simple and they actually represent the business, right? Because people who teach trading, a lot of them, you know, even if they've worked in the business, they don't talk about the business behind the trade. So they just give you some cockamamie story about an indicator or something. Right? Or they say things like, "Oh, it's an art, not a science." When you ask them where to put the stop, where to put the buy, right? Markets are simple, but they're not easy because execution is tough. And when the markets change and the agendas change, you have to be able to adapt your execution. That's why a lot of traders trade really good for 3 days, and then something changes and they blow up their account because they don't know how to adapt. We'll teach you how to adapt. Most people don't even know that they have to adapt, right? Oh, 64 and a quarter point of control. We got a couple of minutes left. Hey, Shaz, what are you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Good to see you. Well, folks, looks like we're going to chop around here for a while, clean this market up. Remember, we are not having a price action lab because last time we had one, none of you guys wanted to talk about anything. And I doubt it's changed over the week. If any of you in my coaching class need help or one-on-ones, reach out. Thank you, everyone, for being with me this week. Even when it was boring, I appreciate you all. Oh, I'm supposed to ask you to like and subscribe to the channel to feed the algorithms. And come by the tradingsyndicate.org. It's just tradingsyndicate.org. If you need help, drop me a message. I'm vwaptrader1 on X. Have a wonderful and safe weekend. Enjoy the sun. Ayo, get out there, get some sun. Get away from the screens. Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful Labor Day. And we'll see you on Tuesday. Bye for now.